Albania's economy is the fastest growing economy in the European Union. Albania has made huge strides towards Europe, and it's the only European country where three religions live in peace with one another. Albanian people respect foreigners so much so that it's the only country where tourists feel safe. And the number of tourists in Albania has grown to 11 times the population of the country. And the trend is growing. So, more than 13 million people are going to visit Albania this year alone. The previous year it was 11 million people, and it's growing every year. I mean, where does it stop? Not only that, but the richest people in the world are building hotels in Albania. And this is amazing. One of the reasons is global warming. So Albania was a cold country, but now it's very warm there. And what's happening is that Greece, which used to be the center of tourism in Europe, is growing dry, and Greek cities are burning one after the other. Not only along the coast, but also in the islands around the Aegean Sea. You observe terrible fires, and this is building up. Also, Greece is in a very dangerous place where earthquakes happen very often, and many times tourists have been caught by surprise and they have left in a hurry, not to be under the rubble. So Albania is a very safe place to go. Croatia is a very expensive place to go. Albania is beautiful and cheap. It's the paradise of Europe. Probably the paradise of the world. One of those billionaires who have come to Albania is the son-in-law of the President of the United States, and he's going to build several hotels in Albania together with his company. Greek media are very envious of this progress that Albania has made. So, they have come up with a racist theory about the Caucasian origin of Albania. Of all Greek writers who have expressed this idea, there was only one. His name was Lycophron, which in Greek means a person obsessed with the wolf. Lykos is the main meaning of the word wolf in Greek, and phron means to think obsessively. And he was very envious that the most famous city of Illyria dedicated to Apollo was Oulkinion, which means wolf in Albania. And hypothetically, Apollo, during winter times, rested in Oulkinion, which was an Illyrian city in the north of Albania. So he was so envious that he came up with the idea that Albanians are not native to Illyria, but they have come from Albania in the Caucasus region. But the name of Albania in the Caucasus region is called Albania, and it's an Armenian word. It has nothing to do with Albania, which means white clouds in the Hittite language. Apart from that, this place was inhabited by people who spoke also Mongolian languages, and in Mongolian, Alban means Lord. So now, because of the similarities between the name Albania and Albania, Greek media pretend that Albanians are not native in their country. But evidence is totally overwhelming that Albanians are Indo-Europeans, that they have nothing to do with the Mongolian people. Actually, A lot of words in Greek and Albanian are the same, they have the same origin. Now, luckily, I have asked artificial intelligence, which has collected the data of all ancient writers in ancient Rome and ancient Greece, and the artificial intelligence also has confirmed that Albanians in Albania have nothing to do with Albania in the Caucasian region. So let us see what the artificial intelligence has to say.
The Illyrian origins of the Albanians, debunking the Caucasian theory. The origins of the Albanians have long been a subject of historical and linguistic research, with overwhelming evidence pointing to their descent from the ancient Illyrians. Despite occasional claims linking Albanians to the Caucasus region, based solely on the coincidental name similarity with Caucasian Albania, modern scholarship, ancient sources, and linguistic analysis confirm that Albanians are indigenous to the Balkans and descendants of the Illyrians. The Illyrian tribe of the Albanoi. The earliest mention of Albanians in historical records comes from ancient Greek and Roman writers. Pliny the Elder and Ptolemy refer to the Illyrian tribe called Albanoi, located in what is now central Albania. This tribe gave its name to the region and later to the Albanian people. Pliny the Elder mentions the Albanoi as an Illyrian people. Ptolemy places the Albanoi near Durrës, firmly within Illyrian territory. These references clearly place the Albanoi in Illyria, not the Caucasus. The misleading connection to Caucasian Albania. Some theories suggest a link between Albanians and Caucasian Albania, an ancient kingdom in what is now Azerbaijan and Dagestan. However, the name Albania in the Caucasus is purely coincidental. It derives from a local endonym Aran or Agwank in Armenian sources, while Greek and Roman writers called it Albania due to phonetic resemblance. The term Alban in Mongolian languages means lord or chieftain, but this has no linguistic or historical connection to the Illyrian Albanoi. No migration records exist from the Caucasus to the Balkans that would explain a sudden appearance of Albanians in Illyria. Linguistic evidence: Albanian as an Illyrian descendant. Albanian is an Indo-European language with no relation to the extinct languages of the Caucasus. Key linguistic evidence supports its Illyrian origin. Ancient Illyrian place names and personal names match Albanian roots. Albanian shares linguistic features with other ancient Balkan languages, suggesting a common regional development. Latin loanwords in Albanian entered during Roman rule of Illyria, proving Albanians were present in the Balkans during antiquity. Byzantine and medieval records confirm Albanian continuity. Byzantine historians like Michael Italiates and Anna Komnene refer to the Arbanitai as a distinct people in the same region where the Illyrian Albanoi once lived. Medieval Albanian noble families ruled over territories that were once Illyrian. Conclusion: Albanians are indigenous to the Balkans. The theory that Albanians came from the Caucasus is based on a superficial name similarity and lacks historical, archaeological, or linguistic support. Ancient sources, medieval records, and modern scholarship all confirm that the Albanoi were an Illyrian tribe. Albanian language developed in the Balkans, not the Caucasus. There is no evidence of a mass migration from the Caucasus to Illyria. The Albanians are the last surviving descendants of the Illyrians, and their presence in the Balkans stretches back over 2 millennia. Any claims linking them to Caucasian Albania are based on coincidence, not historical fact.